So I thought it would be appropriate to spend a little time to talk about our journey so far coming to Italy. We came here almost 3 months ago, so about 2.5 months ago now, and we purchased a house that we knew was going to need work. And we were fortunate to be able to tap into some people to get us some contractors to do the electrical, the floors, and to also do some plastering on the wall. The house had some previous damage from a leaky roof that the previous owner had repaired, but the damage was something that we had to address in some of the rooms. We've done another room, and this would become our dining room, and we're ready to proceed to the what we'll call the TV room or the family room. So we'll have another extra bedroom for guests. But I thought it was appropriate to talk a little bit more about our journey here, about what it's taken us, and why we made the decision to come to Italy. Italy has some issues, meaning what I mean by that is that it's a country that doesn't speak a lot of English. It is certainly a country that has all the other things that we wanted, and that was a safe place to live, um, really good high quality food, access to good medical care. We have now passed the point where our children no longer need schooling. Now we still have one child still in university in Ireland, and he seems to be doing well. But we also really had this idea of coming to Italy as a lifestyle change. And it would mean that we'd have to learn or relearn the language, but it also meant that we would be living in a place that we thought had all the cultural issues that we valued. What Italy has meant for us was that we wanted to create a place that our family could collect. We have family on two different continents and at the moment at three different countries. And we thought that that made sense to us to make a place that we could purchase, and the affordability of our house was part of that factor. A place that was connected, meaning it wasn't really hard to get to. And where we live in the Piedmont, in Italy, in northern Italy, is we're very close to Milan and the big airports. And we wanted also a place that reflected the lifestyle choices that we make. And that has to do with the food, the culture, and a place that we could experience our own sort of adventures looking at this beautiful part of the country. We think there's plenty of places that we have to visit now that's really close to us in Italy. And the challenge of speaking the language is also something that we thought it was worth our while to invest in something that would have its own challenges that we could then hopefully rise to the occasion and find and integrate into the community that we're in. But a big part of it is also the idea that we would find community here. As expats, we typically find that we find other expats from other countries and not necessarily from the United States like we are from, but from all over. And there tends to be always community around that, but also to integrate into the community we live in. I think it's important to say that when we're living in whatever country we found ourselves in, we felt that we connected with that country and with the community and with the culture. And we just kind of see ourselves as people who come from a much larger group of people, meaning that we are people we don't see ourselves solely as just say Polish or Polish American or Italian and Italian American, but we see ourselves as people that find it easy to understand all the issues that people have in where they live. And we share the same desires for safety, for a lifestyle, and for community. So we've made a point of that, and we're trying very hard to integrate into this culture that we find ourselves in, and to hopefully be adopted by it as well, and to experience it to the fullest extent possible that we could be in this part of the world. So, salute. This is my afternoon coffee in Italy.
Look at these beauties.